This is a much requested video on how a hit and miss engine works. So, I'm going to show you that. So, there's a set of weights right there that are spinning. Those swing outwards and cause this little arm here to move in and out. So now it's locked open. Now it opens up. And what that does is that locks this valve open. Now it's open. Now it's, and it opens and closes. And the speed is adjusted right here. So the weights are left to move out. If you don't let the weights move out as much, it fires more often. And if you lock it down, it slows down. Now this is not true of all hit and miss engines. This is just true of a Fairbanks Morse dishpan and a 1936 Silver KA. They're the only two engines that I know of that have that kind of governing. Any other engine will have it right here on the flywheel. So it'll have it right here, and it'll swing outwards this way. So go in. Yep, just like that. Now the spark is created by what's called a magneto, and what happens is when this arm here moves forward and pulls this down, it creates the spark using a coil. Now on my 1924 Fairbanks Morse Z, spark is created here using a battery and buzz coil. And that's tripped by this timer plate, but it's the same basic concept. And up here, you got water in here. This is what keeps the engine cool while it's running. So right now, the temperature is about 60 degrees. I'm going to shut her down so I can show you the rest of it. Then here's my mixer. Turn this to the, if it's turned to the left, it opens. And turn to the right, it's not closed. Exhaust lines on these can vary in length. Some just coming right out the side. Mine stands 5 feet tall, from ground to the top. With the muffler, it's about 6 feet. What we got here is this is called what's called a grease cup, and this unscrews. I'll show you what's in here. So it's just a cup that has grease in it. That's fitted right here, and this forces grease into the two main bearings, there and there. The tighter it's screwed down, the more grease that goes into the bearings. Now the main bearing here is run off an automatic one, so this one never has to be tightened. It just tightens itself. So here's a different view of the governor. You can see the weights clearly. Weight are right here. Opens up, and you can kind of see that arm wiggling. That's what happens when this thing opens up. And this is the trip arm. That sets out how fast it runs. And now what makes the whole hit and miss engine governing possible are these two big flywheels here. And flywheels can come in spoked dishpan like this, and then they come in this variety, which is just made by Stover, and it's I personally call it a hybrid flywheel. It's a cross between a dishpan and a spoked, and by far this is my favorite engine to watch run on video camera because of the fact that the spoke actually looks really nice when it's running. I'm going to bring the camera back and I'm actually going to start it up and let you see how that's done. Mixer on, quarter turn, check. Jerk oiler on, check. Spark connected, check. Snap primed, one more. This is a 1936 Stover KA, and this engine was found on a cement mixer just down the road from here, and when I found it and restored it, it hadn't run in about 70 years. It was running again in 2013. It was built in 1936, and it was first run in 1937. This particular model of engine is known as the hop and pop because every time it hits, it will jump about 2 or 3 inches off the ground if you have it on a cart. Or to keep this thing from jumping away, I have it on a post.